Hi, here we are to continue our video series on creating a social media site with Express and Node. And in the last video, we installed Express. And you might have noticed that when we did that, it created this Node modules folder. Actually, maybe we'll view it over here in Atom, right? We can see it right here, and you can see it's got all these files in there. Where did all this stuff come from? There's like thousands of files in here. Really what happened is Express installed itself, and inside Express there's a package JSON, and this package JSON has a bunch of dependencies. And so Node Package Manager saw that, and it said, well, if you're going to get Express, I might as well get all the dependencies or all the files that Express depends on. And some of those files have dependencies also. And so, it downloads a lot of stuff, okay? So, and that's okay. The files are kind of broken up into small pieces, and then those little pieces can be combined. If you ever have a problem with the Node modules folder, you can always delete this and then just run npm install from the terminal, and it will recreate the folder and download all the dependencies from the web again, from npm. And that's kind of nice because if there's ever a problem here, you can just delete it and then rebuild it very easily. Also, if you want to share the project with someone else, this Node modules folder tends to be very large. And you don't really need it. You don't have to give it to anybody. You can give them everything else, and if they run npm install, it will install the Node modules from wherever they're at, right? So, anyway, just a note there. Let's add a couple more packages, right? So, because we're going to need a couple things to get our project up and running. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch back to the terminal, and in the terminal here, I'm going to type in npm install -- save. And what I want to get is this thing called .env. Okay, so .env allows us to create a hidden file. It'll begin with a dot, and it'll be .env. It stands for environment variables, right? And by installing this, we'll be able to create a file where we can put secret information like passwords and IDs and keys and things that we don't want to share with other people. So we can put that in this .env file, and then it can kind of be separate from our project and stored in this environment variable, right? And we can also put important information there. So we'll get that. And then we also want to install npm install -- save body parser. And body parser allows us to grab data and put it into onto the request object in a very easy way, so we don't have to do it manually, right? So this will grab data from forms and other things that happen in our pages, right? So it's just kind of a helper. And then we also need we'll need a templating engine, and I'm going to use Express handlebars. So I'll go to npm install here, install -- save, and what we want is we want Express handlebars. And so I'll hit return. And there we go. So we'll install those guys. So now if I take a look at package JSON, you can see that we've got these extra dependencies here. Body parser, .env, and Express handlebars, right? And we can use those now in our project by importing them. So we'll import them up here. I'm going to go back to server.js, and we can say const body parser equals require body parser, and then we can say const let's just do Express HBS. How about short for handlebars? And we'll say require, Express handlebars, right? And that's pretty good. We also imported .env, but we'll use that one later, and we'll talk special about that. We'll in another video. But anyway, we have these things now, and then our project is pretty much set and ready to go. So in the next video, we'll talk about middleware, and we'll set up Express handlebars and body parser.